Hello dear students, we are already going with our lesson which is the chapter 13 sound. We already learned about the sound. The sound is a kind of wave. The three necessary requirements for the sound which is the one is the vibratory body. Through vibratory body the sound only produced. Then second one is the medium through which the sound travels, and the third one is the receiver through which we can hear the sound. So the vibrating body, how mean by vibration, the to and fro motion we already learned. If the vibration is there, then only the sound will produce, right? Then the second one is the medium. To travel the sound, we require a one medium. Whatever it may be, the solid, liquid, or gases, but we require a one medium to travel the sound. And the third one is the receiver, through which we can hear the sound or we can sense the sound. So the receiver here today we have to learn. So the receiver is nothing but the ear of a human being, right? So what is the structure of the human ear? We will learn today. So let's start with now the human ear. The human ear consists of the three main parts. It is the our sense organ through which we can hear a sound, any type of sound, right? So it is divided into three parts. First is the outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. Okay, through which the sound can travel from outer ear to inner ear, and then we can hear the sound. So one by one we will see the outer ear first. See, this is the structure of the human ear. So the outer ear consists of the ear pinna here. Okay, so the outer ear consists of the ear pinna, then the ear canal or the auditory canal, and there is an eardrum. Okay, so the outer ear consists of this ear pinna, ear canal or the auditory canal, and the eardrum. So the outer ear consists of these parts. Then the middle ear. Middle ear consists of three interlocked bones. See here, you can see that here are the three bones which are interlocked with each other. So the middle ear consists of this. So this is three interlocked bones called a malleus, incus, and a stapes. Okay, these are the three incus, stapes, and the here one is the malleus. So these three bones which are interlocked together form a middle ear. Okay. Then after that there is an inner ear. So the inner ear consists of a eustachian tube which is present here and which is directly connected to the one sensory organ which is connected to the your brain. Okay, and here is a one coiled organ filled with the fluid called cochlea. Here is a one coiled organ called a cochlea, which is in which the fluid is present here. So how this works we will see it one by one. So the human ear consists of that the outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. So the outer ear consists of that the ear canal or the auditory canal, pinna, ear pinna, and one is the eardrum. And the middle ear consists of that the incus, stapes, and the malleus. And the inner ear consists of the cochlea and the eustachian tube. Okay, so how we hear a sound through our ears? What is the process through how we hear a sound? We know that whenever we want to produce a sound, the vibration must be there. Okay, so what happens? The sound produced by vibrating body, right? Travel in form of vibration. Sound always travel in the form of wave, in the form of the vibration. So to produce this sound, we always require one vibrating body. So these vibrations is collected first by the ear pinna here. Here our outer ear is here. So first these vibrations are collected by the ear pinna. Okay, and this ear pinna collect these vibrations and it direct travels to that the ear canal and hit to that the eardrum. Okay, whatever the vibrations are produced, they first hit on the ear pinna, then they travels to the ear canal and they hit on the eardrum. Okay, when the vibrations hit on the eardrum, so what happens? See, this is the process. These vibrations are moving through that the ear pinna, traveling through that the auditory canal or the ear canal we said, and they hit on that here the on a eardrum. Okay, so after that what happens? On receiving the vibrations, eardrums also start vibrating because the vibrations hit on that the eardrum. So mm, soon as they can receive the vibrations, they started vibrating. So when they vibrating, once the eardrum vibrates, it passes vibrations through that the middle ear. In the middle ear, the three interlocked bones are present here, which further increase the amplitude of these vibrations. We already learned about the amplitude. What we say that the amplitude is the maximum displacement covered by the wave or by the particle, right? So what is the work of this stapes, incus, and the millus? These are the three interconnected bones form a middle ear. As the vibrations hit on the eardrum also vibrates, and this eardrum passes these vibrations to the three interlocked bones, which will again increase the amplitude of these vibrations. Okay. After that, what happens? After that, these are the three interlocked bones. Okay, here they increase the vibration by amplitude of the vibrations. After that, what happens? Inner ear vibrations are received by coiled organ. Here is the coiled organ. We say it as a cochlea, in which the fluid is present. So when the inner ear receive these vibrations, so the fluid present in this coiled organ, it also starts vibrating. Okay, on receiving the vibration, its fluid also starts vibrating, and sensory cells, which is present in them, transforms these vibrations into electrical signal, which are carried by auditory nerve to brain for interpretation and for the understanding. Okay, so simply what first happened? The vibrations collected by the outer ear. By the outer ear means first the ear pinna collect these vibrations through the inner canal. These vibrations passes and hit on the eardrum. As the eardrum vibrates, the uh, after the eardrums, there are the middle ear, in which the three interlocked bones are present here. So these three interlocked bones also vibrate, and they can increase the amplitude of these vibrations. As soon as after this middle ear, these vibrations are received by the coiled organ, in which the fluid is present. So on receiving the vibrations, this fluid is also vibrating, and the sensory cells present into them, it converts these vibrations into the electrical signal, and uh, these vibrations are passed to the brain for the interpretation and the understanding. And simply our brain sense that something is making sound here, some sound is present here. Okay, so this is the simple structure of the human ear. Like that, the sound of vibrations are goes through that the ear pinna. Okay, they pass through the ear canal, then hit on the eardrum. Then here are the three interlocked bones. They also increase the amplitude of these vibrations. Then after that, here is a coiled organ. This coiled organ, or the fluid present in this coiled organ, is also vibrates, and they sense the in that the sensory organ is present there, which passes this which convert these vibrations into the electrical signal and passes to the brain for interpretation and the understanding. So this is the simply structure of the human ear, or how we can hear the sound. This is a very simple one example, or a simple one structure of the human ear through which we can hear the sound. Okay, so today we will stop here. In the next class we will see what is the noise, what is the sound, how much what is audible sound, what is inaudible sound, how much amount of sound we are able to hear, or the range of the audible sound here by the human being and the animals also.